Making St. Louis a great place to live also means making it a great place to visit. That makes entry points like Lambert Airport vital for moving St. Louis forward. Many of the public services you depend on rely on revenue generated by visitors to the region. But in recent years, St. Louis has underperformed when it comes to the visitor economy. I'm Nathan Vickers for First Alert Ford, and tonight we're talking about how the region can draw in more travelers and more tourism. According to Explore St. Louis, the region currently gets around 21 million visitors per year. That's an economic impact of around $4.6 billion. But those numbers could be much higher if the region can boost its tourism appeal. We talked with Brad Dean at Explore St. Louis about how to make that happen.
Explore St. Louis, we get the privilege of telling the world what's new, what's next, and what's neat about our community. And we're seeing great response to new advertising strategies and new markets. More and more people wanting to visit St. Louis.
Tell me about some of those new advertising strategies. What are you doing?
We're shifting more of our promotion out to national markets that haven't heard as much about St. Louis. We'll still protect the traditional drive market, places like Chicago, Indianapolis, Kansas City, but St. Louis is too good and too important not to celebrate on a national level. So now we're investing directly in markets like Denver, Minneapolis, Dallas, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore, turning St. Louis from a well-kept secret into one of America's most popular travel destinations.
What's the strategy in some of those broader markets?
Well, the strategy first is to introduce St. Louis. So many people don't realize what here, the art, the history, the culture, the music, and of course, one of America's best dining scenes right here in the St. Louis region. When people realize what we have to offer, they realize St. Louis is not just a one-trick pony. This is a destination you must not just see, but experience.
You've spoken publicly about the visitor economy sort of underperforming in St. Louis relative to the things we have here. Why is that? Why is the visitor economy sort of underperforming over the last 15, 20 years?
I think for many years, St. Louis just lacked the national recognition. While we've had some image challenges, our biggest challenge is that people just weren't thinking about St. Louis. And the good news is we're seeing from the data that once visitors come here, they walk away with a much different impression, very positive impression of our region. And that's especially true for the younger travelers, which bodes well for the future of St. Louis. Today's visitor economy throughout the St. Louis region attracts 24 million visitors, generates $4.5 billion of economic impact, and generates $1 billion of taxes that pay for teachers, schools, firefighters, police officers, and infrastructure. If we could reach the national average, it would bring in an additional $1 billion of taxes and also bring in additional jobs to our community. So the future is bright for St. Louis if we can grow the visitor economy to new levels.
And what does it take to do that? What does it take to grow the visitor economy?
Well, first, we have to have the right alignment in our community. Advertising only matters if we're speaking with, for, and through our community. Secondly, he's got to represent the whole region, not just the main attractions, but the neighborhoods and unique experiences that really make St. Louis special. And then we have to have the right strategies and the right promotion. And that means a sound regional brand where we work with businesses and organizations all throughout the region, as well as being very assertive about promoting St. Louis as one of America's best destinations to visit. For us, it's important right now to really invest throughout the community in a strategy that will bring people along. The brand will come from within our community, and that will be a top priority for our organization going forward over the next several months as we work in and throughout the entire region to align behind a regional brand that will not only define St. Louis, but lift St. Louis in the future.
How do you translate that into a marketing strategy? What kinds of ads might we see in Denver as a result of that?
Yeah, you know, for many years, in fact, decades, St. Louis has promoted itself as a gateway city, and it is. We don't want people to think about it as a gateway city to drive through. We want them to think about us as a gateway to great experiences, awesome food, rich, vibrant culture, consequential American history. So as we elevate those unique experiences in the neighborhoods all throughout our region, we'll begin to change the perception of St. Louis. And that will not only attract more visitors, it will give visitors reason to stay longer and spend more.
Is it time to start thinking bigger than other mid-sized cities in middle America? Is it time to start marketing to London or Frankfurt, places that have direct flights to Lambert that are overseas?
One success we're having this year is expanding our promotion to places like Frankfurt and London. And we're seeing great success with our partners at the airport, not only in filling the planes, but bringing visitors that are spending 5 to 6 times what a domestic visitor spends. 2026 is definitely going to be a year where St. Louis outshines the national average in terms of international visitation. And that bodes well for the future of St. Louis and our regional airport.
We'll talk more with Brad Dean this week about marketing St. Louis on a global level. We also want to hear from you. How would you showcase the St. Louis region? Email your ideas to forward@firstalerts4.com.